Hello everyone, my name is Rishi Dhoble and I welcome you all to WeirdlyWired. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a first year undergraduate student of the Department of Mechanical Engineering enrolled in this dual degree course. Over here are some of my credentials. So the topic for today's video is paper solving strategy for JEE Mains. Your JEE Mains is up close. It's in around 10 days from now. So a good paper solving strategy is really important at this point of time. Point number one. You should know the order of solving. Now decide the order in which you are going to attempt your paper. Now the order can be CMP, that is chemistry, maths, physics. It can be chemistry, physics, maths, or it can be physics, maths, chemistry, whatever works for you. Personally, I used the CMP order with the breakups like 30 minutes for chemistry, 1 hour 15 minutes for maths and 45 minutes for chemistry. So that left me with around half an hour to revise my questions, to revise all the questions that I had marked in the past, which I thought were too difficult to solve at the moment. Point number two, run the paper in laps as if you're running around a track in the track field. Do not get stuck up in a question. You can always come back to it later. You just have to mark the question and then you can come back and then you can solve the question. Divide your paper into laps. Now lap 1 is going to consist of all the basic questions that can be done in seconds. Helps you go through the paper swiftly and you know most of the question, you have seen most of the paper by the time you arrive at the last question. Lap 2 are going to be the easy or the medium questions that are going to require some calculations, some basic calculations. It's like some questions that require some basic formula or some derived formula, and those can be solved in 2 or 3 minutes. Now the lap 3 are the big guns. These are the questions that are going to take up a lot of your time, a lot of your brain power, and a lot of your calculation skills. And lap 3 is going to help you to achieve an even higher rank. It also helps in time management during the examination. Point number 3. One thing that I would like to note is that this risky gamble is something that I have used in my time extensively, but I do not encourage you to use this unless and until you consistently score 190 to 200 marks easily in your mock tests. Once you clear that barrier, and if you want to gamble something, if you want to gamble with your marks, then this might be one method. Keep a margin of 10 questions. In my strategy, what I used to do is I used to keep a margin of 10 questions because I knew that I would be leaving 3 to 4 questions in chemistry, 3 to 4 questions in physics, and 4 to 5 questions in maths. Now, the best case scenario in such possibility is that plus 40 and the worst is minus 10. Plus 40 minus 10, that's the gamble you'll be playing. That is, it's a game of probability. So if you get even 2 questions correctly and the others wrong, still you have 0 marks. So that does not affect your score. So the best play over here is to make intelligent guesses and try to answer 3 or more questions correctly. Number 4 is the most important of all these points, is that you need to solve mock tests right now. If you have not been solving any mock tests in the past, then it is the time to get up and you need to solve certain mock tests. Try out these strategies that I discussed above, and you need to give mock tests for that, which are more essential in these last few days. Don't use any new strategies directly into the examination, because you do not take the car, you do not test the car on the race day, or you not take the guns directly into the war unless and until you have tried them out yourself in the fire range. Keep calm and don't panic. This is a really important advice. Learn to manage your panic better, which can be learned when faced with uncomfortable questions in mock tests. How about in some tests you get 4 to 5 questions, really difficult questions back to back, so that those are meant to shatter your confidence. That is what the examiner wants to seek in you. Now you need to learn to manage your panic better, and that is going to come in handy in the examination hall, and that you can only learn when you start giving mock tests. That is really important. And the last and the foremost thing is to be limitless, because I know you are limitless. All the best of you, all of you.